you all on! Don't go charging off like that! Got it coming! Tell it!
These little ones are...
Less talking, more pummeling.
Another notch in the old belt.
Keep them coming.
You like that taste of freedom, kid?
I think I could get used to it. What's that over there? Some kind of castle?
Yeah, one that belongs to a different lord than Balsef.
Right, that makes sense. You said there were 5 of them in all, right?
Right. We've still got a lot of work ahead of us.
Rinwell, right? It's nice to meet you. Does that little white animal follow you everywhere?
He's not a little white animal. His name's Hoodle, and he's a baby owl.
Normally I don't pick on the weak. Take it! You're surrounded! Just stay calm! One final push!
Right!
Give them all we got!
These little ones are hardly worth our time.
Flyers! These are all you,
More
Shion!
pummeling.
Cut them apart to your heart.
Pathetic!
Do you think we'll really be able to wipe the Renans off the face of Dahnan?
Who said anything about doing that?
But we have to in order to survive. Don't we?
Now that you have the blazing sword, and have shown that we really can win this fight, do you really think we should go around killing every last Renan?
But what else are we supposed to do?
Say we go around killing Renans, so they don't kill us first. In turn, that'll just make more and more of them want to kill us. Where does it end, once you enter such a vicious cycle?
Is that why you told Grenar not to kill any Renans without a good reason?
I'm not saying we should forgive and forget what they've done to us. But we can't let ourselves be dragged down by our own hatred either. Hatred comes in many forms. There's no one solution that will work in every situation. We have to keep searching for new ones if we're going to survive. It's a lifelong journey, finding the answers. That goes for you too. You have to come up with your own answers.
Hey, Zephyr. Why do you keep fighting?
What do you mean?
Until I met you and the Crimson Crows, all the Dahnans I ever knew just accepted their lot in life as slaves. Hell, even I was like that. But all of you in the Resistance are different. Even when you have no hope of winning, you keep on fighting. Why is that?
Come on, that's an easy one. I just refuse to live life as a slave, that's all.
Better to die fighting for freedom than to live as a slave, huh?
Let me ask you a question, Alphen. What does it mean to you to not be a slave any longer?
I guess it means living a life not being ruled by the Renans, right?
But what about the Dahnans who died standing up to the Renans? Are they still slaves? Would they be truly free if all they did was follow my orders and die without knowing what it was they were doing?
But that's...
Being a slave isn't just a position. It's also a state of mind. Don't become my slave, Alphen.
Guess I misread the landing.
What's got you so worked up, Hoodle? Is that?
Watch out! They know we're here!
Flying Zoogles, huh? This is going to get interesting.
They're nothing I haven't seen before.
Shion!
I'll shoot them down, you finish them off. Got it? Knock a flying enemy out of the sky, and it's as good as done.
Right. See what I can do.
Where are you going?
We turn the tables on them!
There are still more insects.
What was it those Zoogles were attacking just now? Is that?
What?
It's nothing.
I only helped because it was convenient. We couldn't have moved forward without clearing out those Zoogles. I don't know what's got you ticked off at me this time, but I suggest you keep your hands away from me.
No one asked you to help.
Rinwell, she healed its wounds. She's not trying to hurt it.
How can you be so...
They look like they're talking to each other.
He's probably happy to see another owl. I don't think Hoodle's ever met one before. He might have been wondering if he was the only one. Oh. You just barely got to say hi.
At least we know it's out there. I'm sure we'll run into it again somewhere.
Yeah, I'm sure we will. Right, Hoodle?
Everything's coming up, Zephyr.
Get lost!
You're mine! And you're through!
It's over!
See ya!
Come and face me! It's over!
Cyan
Guess we gotta roll with it. How's this? Ha! See ya!
Mirage! We're in good form!
Wanna take a break? What are you staring for?
Do all Dahnan fighters look like you?
What, this getup? I pulled this number together from scrap and parts I salvaged throughout the years. Though now I'm feeling self-conscious, seeing how put together you seem to be.
Oh no, I was just curious. Did you fortify your right side more because that's your dominant side?
Partly, but mostly because my body's a little worse for wear after all these years fighting.
That makes sense.
So you take extra care to protect your dominant side with more armor. Smart.
Is fighting all you think about?
Well, off we go.
I take it we're heading through here then?
Everything all right, Zephyr?
Yeah, it's nothing.
What is that? A ring?
It was my wife's.
Your wife? You never mentioned anything about being married.
That's surprising?
You said was. So then, is she gone? Was it the Renans?
No, she was sick. I couldn't get her the medicine she needed, and then she was gone. I'd always wanted to show her the world as it could be.
I'm sorry.
Don't be. There are plenty of people out there more deserving of your sympathy than me.
But...
Let's go.
always impressed how good of a shot you are, Shion.
What do you mean?
Just that all I'm good for is throwing myself at things with all my might. By comparison, your way is more... how do I put it? Precise.
It's not like I'm that good of a... Look, that's just how it is with guns. If you miss, it's a wasted bullet you can't get back.
Is that why you're always aiming to exploit enemies' weak spots?
I wouldn't say every shot is that deliberate, but that is part of it. For example, if I see a flying enemy, I'll often go for their wings. Also, if I see a jumping enemy without wings, I know they're an easy target because they can't get out of the way while in the air. In your case, I bet it's easier for you to deal with enemies that stay on the ground, right?
Definitely. Things that can fly circles around me are a real pain to deal with.
Exactly. It's important to keep your enemy's movements in check.
True. Although your shots have the added benefit of stunning enemies, so it's easier to swipe materials from them. It's really helped out.
It's nothing, really. As long as you keep doing your part when we fight, I'd say we're even.
I'll take you all on!
Take this! As your sword!
Sonic thrust! Had it coming! Don't go charging off like that!
I'm not done!
Stay away from its toxins!
Here I come!
They're targeting Shion! Had it coming!
Take this!
Talent
You're
door!
finished! You're on!
I'm on it!
Here I come! Burn in hell!
See ya!
Here I
Talent
come!
door!
You're finished!
Gemini Aqua!
Here I come!
Where are you going?
I'm not done!
I'll run you through! See ya!
Here I come!
Everything's coming up, Zephyr!
What is this place anyway? What's with these columns and steps?
No idea. I've never been here before either. Rena's convoy squads probably used it in the past.
I guess. It's definitely seen better days. You wouldn't know anything, would you, Shion?
Nope. And I'm not interested in learning either.
Actually, these are Dahnan ruins. See? You can tell by the way the columns are decorated and stuff. They're all old Dahnan designs.
Are you saying these things were built more than 300 years ago, then?
Yeah. I have no idea what they were used for, though.
It's amazing to think our ancestors were capable of making such structures. Hopefully there'll come a time when us Dahnans will be able to walk through here freely again.
That's exactly what you're fighting for, isn't it? Let's keep moving.
Yeah. Right.
Normally I don't pick on them.
Here I come!
How's this?
Here I come! Slap the door!
Take aim and blast it out of the sky!
Mirage! It's over!
I'm only getting started.
Got fires!
I've got this! Let a marksman handle it!
All yours! You're finished! Mirage!
How's this?
Here I come!
See ya!
You're finished!
Talon Storm!
I tornado!
This one's all mine!
Dragon
You're
Jump!
mine! You're finished! Ignite!
Never imagined there were Zeugles out there that could pretend to be statues.
That's because Zeugles don't come from It's freezing in here. And after how hot it was outside, too.
It must be the cold air sweeping in from Cyslodia. It's the polar opposite of Calaglia, so I'd get used to it if I were you.
Is the little guy okay?
Oh, don't worry about Hootle. He's from Cyslodia. Probably just nerves is all. He's not really used to being around other people this much.
Rinwell, how about filling them in on what to expect from Cyslodia?
Oh, yeah. Let's see. Well, for starters, nobody trusts nobody.
Come again?
Just like I said, you never know when snake eyes are watching you.
That's what they call their lord's henchmen, apparently.
Their official title is the Bureau of Civil Observation. They've got cronies undercover everywhere, observing us at all times.
So? Renan surveillance was an everyday part of life in Calaglia.
Difference is, in Cislodia, it's not just Renans. They've got Dahnans spying on each other, too. Or in other words, there's the Snake Eyes themselves, plus all their small-time informants. All it takes is someone squealing on you, and it's straight to labor camp. No questions asked, no goodbyes. Of course, informers are rewarded handsomely for their deceit. Everyone's always got one eye open, waiting for the moment to inform on someone before being tattled on first.
Hence the not trusting one another, huh? In that case, what do you think they'll make of us?
Hard to say. Although, not being from Cislodia will probably help, honestly.
More trustful of outsiders than even your own people. Why go along with it, though? Why doesn't anyone take a stand?
Not everyone is strong enough to stand, Alphen. That's why the world needs people like us.
This one's gonna be tough. Take this! It's over!
I'll run you through! See ya!
I feel kind of funny.
Yeah,
Don't
looking
go
funny
charging
too. This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Whoa! Take a look at that! Normally I don't pick on the weak.
Take it!
Cyan instant!
Here I come! You're finished!
I'll run you through!
Searing flame!
Here I come! You're finished!
Touch cannon!
Power of water!
No escape!
Watch and sweep!
This one's all mine! Here I come!
Drop shot!
It's over!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
I'm sure I can put this to use.
Gotta break through! Take this! Ignite!
Cyan instant!
Strike!
See ya!
Plasma shot!
Talon
By
sword!
the power of
Touch
water!
cannon!
Come on!
Gemini
You're mine!
I'm on it!
Got Mega
Here I come! Plasma shot! You're mine!
That was almost too easy.
Right, here goes!
None
Enough
can
done!
escape my judgment!
Dragon shot!
Here I come! Plasma shot!
Your wings won't save you from me!
I'll run you through!
I never miss!
Venom coming! Talon
Got
sword!
flyers!
I've got this! Let a marksman handle it!
This one's all mine! All yours! You're mine!
How's this?
You're on!
See ya!
Here I come! through!
Let's do it!
Storm! Chill!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
That's some power you wield.
You're the one who did the heavy lifting.
No choice!
None shall escape my judgment!
Take this! Plasma shock! Talon storm! Hot cannon!
Here's a healing
You're
arrow!
surrounded! Just stay calm! Strike! Plasma shock!
Recover!
I owe you one! It's over!
This one's mine!
You're mine!
Do it!
It's over! Chill!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
See you continue on in that vein.
Yes, my lady?
Something you wanted to say?
Plasma shock! It's on! It's over! Not today! Had it coming!
Let me know if you're struggling.
Right, here goes! Take this! You're finished!
Reload!
Take this! You're on! Cannon! No escape! Azure storm! No escape! Had it coming! Plasma shot! Talon storm! Take this! Reveal!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
See you continue on in that vein.
I'll run you
Something you wanted to say?
That's what I like to hear. That Zoogle looks tough, but...
I think we're game for it, yeah. Let's dispose of the trash.
Come and face me! I'm on it! Plasma shock! Talon storm! You're my touch cannon!
By the power of
I'm on it!
and ready.
Had it coming!
Where are you going?
You picked the wrong fight! Talon storm! Touch cannon!
Here, let me
Here I
help.
come!
So weak.
Quit pushing yourself and get behind us!
I'll be right as rain in no time. Here, let me help.
Plasma shock!
First aid!
Talon storm! Here I come!
Recover!
You're on! Take this! You're finished!
Help this!
See ya! Plasma shock!
I'll cover you.
Touch cannon! You're mine! You're on! Take this!
None shall escape my
It's
judgment.
over! Touch cannon! No escape! Plasma shock! You're mine! I'm on it!
By the
You're
power
on!
of
See ya! You're mine! This is it! Dig deep!
Easier said than done.
No excuses! This is up to us! I know you are!
I'll take you out.
Talon storm! You're mine! It's over! This one's all mine! See ya!
Here, let me help.
Take it! Talon storm! You're finished!
Prime
Touch
and ready.
cannon!
Do it!
You're mine! Chill!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
See you continue on in that vein.
Yes, my lady?
Something you wanted to say?
Touch cannon!
Here's a healing arrow! I never miss!
How's this? You're mine! Talon
Here,
storm!
let me help.
It's over!
First aid!
Why'd you heal me?
To stop you dying?
See ya!
Searing flame! Reload! Do it!
Chill!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
A freezing
Here I
storm!
come! It's over!
Ice tornado!
I'll run you through! See ya!
None shall escape my
It's
judgment!
over! Touch cannon! Plasma shock!
I'll run you through!
That is coming!
Here's a
Mirage! Talon! Here I come!
Okay, here I go.
It's over! Oh, just pipe down!
You're mine!
See ya! Plasma shock! Talon! Here I come!
That means...
Mirage! Here comes the big one! Try harder! Not a chance! I'm not done! Plasma shock!
Here's a healing arc!
Slice!
Birthday!
Ignite!
I never miss!
Talon sword! Cannon! Mirage! Here I come! I'll run you through! Plasma shock!
Here, let me
Talon
help.
sword! Cannon! Plasma shock! I'm on it here! You're finished! Talon, you're mine! Cannon! Strike!
None shall escape my judgment!
Here I come! Plasma shock!
Ray!
I'm not done! Plasma
run you
shock!
By the power of water!
No escape! Mirage! You're mine!
Birthday!
I'm on it! See ya!
freezing
Talon
storm!
sword! Take this! I'm not done!
Ice tornado!
Take this! I'm on it! Cannon sword!
Mega ray!
Here I come!
Spirit flame!
Ignite!
This one's mine!
You're finished!
Here,
I'm
let
on
me
it!
help.
Mirage!
I'm
See,
impressed.
you're mine!
Where are you going?
It's over!
Do it!
Shot! Chill!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
With your flames and my technique,
We're stronger together than we are apart.
an opponent like this should be easy.
Dragon shot! Plasma shot!
Here's a healing arc!
Here I come! How's this? See ya! Talon storm! I'm not done!
Here's a healing arc!
Take this! How's this? Plasma shot! See ya!
Recover!
Here I come! It's over! Take
Here's a
this!
healing arc!
I'm on it! Plasma shot! See ya! Here I come! It's over!
None shall escape!
Do it! It's on! Chill!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Onward and upward.
And what have we got here?
Oh, I saw that in a book once. Those things are worth a lot.
You're a little bookworm, aren't you?
Gotta break through! Take this! You picked the wrong fight!
Spirit flame!
You're mine! Plasma shock!
Here's a healing arc!
Here I come!
I
owe you one! See ya! Mirage! It's over!
Here I go!
Here I come!
Getting started!
You're finished!
Spirit flame! Reload!
Take this! It's
A
over!
freezing storm!
Mirage! You're mine!
Ice tornado!
It's over!
Do it!
Chill!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished! Great!
Not much further now. The exit'll take us straight into Cislodia.
You're brooding again. What's eating at you?
We defeated Balsif and liberated Calaglia from the Renans. Now, we're on our way to rescue our fellow Dahnans in Cislodia. I'm committed to helping our people. You know that. But then, what happens after that? What's our endgame here?
Good question. The Dahnans vastly outnumber the Renans. Yet we rarely take up arms, because we know that when it comes to firepower, we don't stand a chance. Even if you succeeded in overthrowing the Lords and freeing Dahnan, then what? Lenegis would still hover over us, the Renan motherland behind it. If they so desired, the Renans could potentially use their might to wipe us off the planet in a second, no matter how powerful that blazing sword of yours is.
So what you're saying is we don't stand a chance. So what the heck are we even doing?
There's no sense in discarding today's victory for tomorrow's loss. If fighting yields even a single day of freedom, it will all have been worth it in the end. Who knows? Maybe that's the day we make preparations for the battle that will free us for good. Speaking pragmatically, the fact the Renans don't exterminate us all in spite of their technical advantage has to mean one thing. They need us. It's up to us to put a dent in their armor before they cotton on to our plan. That way, we force them to the negotiating table.
You want to negotiate with the Renans?
It's galling, I know, but it's the only way to survive while securing our freedom at the same time.
That's... But even so, we can't just...
If you lot are done talking, there's a lord we came to overthrow.
What about you, Shion? What do you plan on doing after we've given the Lords the boot?
All I know is, my reasons for fighting aren't the same as yours. I'm through answering these pointless questions.